All right, what's happening, traders? Let's get into it. It's Mark here coming at you with today's recap on the incredible session we had today. You can see here it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. The regular session just closed, and wow. If you were trading the Emini futures, or if you were trading the Forex version, or even the SPY of the S&P 500, what a day, man. All right. Look, the last 3 days, or I should say the last 4 days, I think, have been huge with volume indicators. Okay. Whether you use this green and red volume band, whether you use other volume metrics, we've essentially had 4 straight days of wild, just roller coaster days, right? One day the market's down 600 points. The next day, like today, the market just bounces back. It just roars up 600 points. This is happening on a day-to-day basis, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And here's what I'm going to say. In fact, here's what I've always said, okay, before we get into this. Whether you trade the Emini futures, whether you trade Forex, whether you trade SPY, all these markets move in lockstep. That's one thing you have to understand. So the S&P 500, which is the chart you see on the screen right now, this is the global benchmark for everything, right? All the E-mini futures, all the Forex trading setups, all the SPY, even those SPY options. This is your guy, okay? There is plenty of opportunity. In fact, sometimes I feel that there's more opportunity in the Forex version of the S&P 500 than there is in the futures version, but that's just some small nuances I've been noticing, okay? No matter what your asset class is, okay? E-mini futures, Forex, SPY, volume is your winning ticket on getting the direction right. Okay? This is a chart from today, no cherry picking. This is from today. It's a Tuesday. Pretty incredible start to the month. We've essentially, like I said, guys, we've had 4 straight days of heavy volatility. Heavy volatility implies heavy volume, okay? And look, I know this can seem like a roller coaster, right? Yesterday we were down 70 handles on the S&P. Today we're up 70 handles on the S&P. In fact, we are right back to where we were 3 sessions ago. If you blinked, it's like yesterday never even happened in the market, right? But for those of you active day traders, boy, this is paradise, man. This is absolute paradise. Look, there is no doubt that we are having these extreme roller coasters in the market, right? One day it's down huge. Next day it's up huge. Next day it might be down huge again. Nobody knows. But what I can tell you about roller coasters is those type of markets, okay, especially in a trading environment that we're in right now, which does give you huge down days and huge up days, okay? I keep telling you guys, this is what you live for if you're an active day trader, if you even care about making money in the market. This is your dream. This is your wheelhouse, right? And all you NASDAQ lovers, all you E-mini future NASDAQ, you NASDAQ 100 Forex traders, here's the NASDAQ from today. Boy, did it come back 1,100 pips, right? And when did this move start? Well, right over here, when the volume indicator turned green. Okay. Look, guys, you can't deny volume, all right? Volume is going to show up any place, anytime. In fact, look, this volume indicator turned green at midnight. What are you going to do, right? If you weren't at your computer on this exact volume change today, okay? If you weren't at your computer, well, whose fault is that, right? That's the beauty about futures and Forex trading. You can trade round the clock. Whenever there's a signal, okay, whether it shows up at 11 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock at night, you have to do your level best to pay attention. That's all I can tell you, okay? Because this volume indicator is not going to wait for you to get to your computer at 9 o'clock in the morning just to turn green. It's going to turn green whenever it feels like turning green. You understand? And when it stays green, guys, in a period of extreme, excessive, super high volatility, which, as you know, we should love. Volatility is a day trader's best friend. Don't you dare get scared away from volatility. That should be your best friend. You should take it out to lunch every day if you had the opportunity, okay? Because volatility is what pays you. Quiet markets aren't going to pay you. All that's going to happen in quiet markets is it's going to chop around, dance around, market's going to go nowhere, right? In fact, I think we had an example of that, right? Look at this. Look at yesterday's huge sell-off, right? Heavy trend, exactly at 9:02 a.m. on the nose, and then look at this. We had nothing but heavy chop. That's going to happen, right? The market can only do two things, ladies and gentlemen. It can either trend or it can chop. Can't do anything else. And when the market chops, all right, that's what's called consolidating, you can expect the market to eventually stop chopping and consolidating and start to get back into trend status like it did right over here. Make sense? And look, if you miss the exact starting point of the trend, right, when this volume indicator turned green, if you were not able to be at your computer right in this section over here, okay, fine. An alternative way you could potentially think about using this volume indicator on the Emini futures, on your Forex, on your SPY, all right, as long as the market's open. And, you know, keep in mind that what I'm going to tell you right now might be a bit of a different take. I don't necessarily know if I would personally do this, but if you miss the starting point, right, and say you come to your computer, I don't know, let's timestamp like, I don't know, 8:30. Okay, when the regular stock market session opens, okay? I guess what you could think about, well, first you have to recognize that you're late to the party, all right? Volume indicator didn't wait for you. It turned green and it ripped in your face for 70 handles today, and it was an absolute thing of beauty, okay? But say you were not able to get in at the exact starting point, I guess what you could do is, number one, wait for retracements and potentially think about going long this reversal bar. Makes sense? So you could essentially, for example, like you could wait for a retracement, which is simply a string of red bars. You then wait for the first green bar to close and boom, that might be your signal, right? It happened again to the left. You see this? Let me repeat the same pattern. Happened right over here. Market gave us a nice pullback. The vol indicator was still green. Boom! That becomes the new signal bar. Go long on that bar. Place the stop. You know, you could keep doing this, I suppose, on any reversal bar. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you decide to do it this way, remember what you are doing. You are getting in considerably late to the party, but that doesn't mean the party is over, right? In fact, at the time that you got to the party here at 8:30. Boy, did the party keep going in your favor, right? And if I show you the NASDAQ, remember guys, this is the NASDAQ E-mini futures, but this is also the NAS 100 Forex edition. They move in lockstep. Same sort of setup here, right? You could essentially wait for any retracement. Here's a retracement, here's a retracement, here's a retracement, and you could think about using these green reversal bars. Remember, it has to be a color match. If the vol is green, look for green reversal bars. If the vol is red, look for red reversal bars. Just remember, guys, you are getting in a little bit later to the party, so the risk on this trade is a lot higher, I would say, than, for example, getting in at the beginning of the trend. This right here, this right over here, is what I would consider to be the highest probability setup. Okay, this is the exact moment in time when the volume indicator turns green. Okay, there's no disputing that. Okay, this is probably going to be the best setup that shows up on your chart on a daily basis. But all I'm saying is, if for whatever reason you're not able to be at your computer or participate in this trend or trade at this exact moment in time, then like I said, what you could think about doing is getting in to the party, participating in the trend, okay, as the big guys come in and create this move for us, right? This is an interesting way to participate on these big trends while using a very simple retracement technique. Guys, that'll do it for this video. If you'd like to get your hands on this powerful volume indicator, then get in touch, call, text, email, whatever's convenient, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free one-on-one demo, really show you how this volume indicator is going to supercharge your trading. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next trade.